Nedim Bajrami, what a flop you've been. Welcome back to the channel for some late night transfer delight, because apparently Bajrami is on his way out of Rangers. Well, that is according to a lot of news articles, but especially Gazzetta dello Sport, obviously over in Italia. So Sassuolo, who that is the club we signed him from, I believe, they reportedly plan a £2.1 million bid for Nedim Bajrami. So yeah, just to reiterate, let me just find it. Yeah, Sassuolo is the club he joined from. It was €3.6 million we ended up paying for Nedim Bajrami. I mean, the rumour is, folks, that we would sell him, or well, I mean, it says they're planning a 2.1 million bid, right? So there's no guarantee in that, which puts you about, I mean, considering that's in euros, the other one, that's £2.1 million, we'd probably lose out in about over a million. Essentially, what you could call that's a loan. It's not worked out. And you may be wondering, oh, what do you mean it's not worked out? Well, let's just read out Nedim Bajrami's stats then, shall we? So, this guy has, I mean, in total this season, now he did play 3 games over in Italy, which we'll break it down in a minute. But overall, 47 games he played in the 24-25 campaign. 5 goals and 5 assists. So 10 goal contributions in 47 games. That's no good enough. It's not, because this guy was signed, right, as like the Todd Cantwell replacement. A guy who we all expected to play in the number 10 position. Hell, maybe the odd time play in the wing position if required. But if you remember, this guy was rank rotten. That is it. There's no two ways about it. And then we saw guys like Ianis Hagi come back in from the dark and manage to get played again. But in terms of breaking this down a wee bit more, 25 Scottish Premiership appearances. Right, now we can add in the top 6 split as well as 3 appearances in that, so that's a total of 28 Premiership appearances, 2 goals and 1 assist. I'm sorry, folks, that just ain't good enough for Bajrami. It's nowhere near good enough for Bajrami, right? This is a guy that we signed for 4 million. See, we're signing guys for 4 million, honestly, and is expected to be starting every game. It needs to be double digits goals and assists in the league. It does. I don't care what anybody says. It really freaking does, but it wasn't. I can't even. I mean, what goals did he score in the league? I can't even remember. It's not, and it's not just a goals thing. Sometimes you do get players that are better, at making assists. But the guy got 1 assist. He's supposed to be a creative midfielder. 2 goals and 1 assist. 3 goal contributions in 28 games. That is no other word than shite. You know what I mean? Like, that is fucking crazy. That is mental. Guys averaging a goal in the Premiership like every 700 minutes. That's just no good enough, man. We need a guy in a creative midfield role that is doing, 100 times better than that. There's no two ways about it. And you know what? We're going to quickly look at Ianis Hagi, right? Who obviously didn't have the greatest season for us, but he definitely did better than that, I can assure you. So let me just get Ianis Hagi up. Transfer market, yada. Who, of course, we've let go on a free Ianis Hagi, which most would have disagreed with. So, yeah, Scottish Premiership, Ianis Hagi, 23 appearances, 4 goals, and 7 assists. So that's 11 goal contributions in 23 games. I mean, 11 and 23 compared to 3 and 28. I mean, that is quite the difference, and it's a similar amount of minutes played as well for both players. Now into the Europa League for Nedim Bajrami, 11 games and 1 goal. His 1 goal, of course, came against Malmo, if you remember. I mean, that literally feels about 12 years ago, that game, where it was the first literal couple of seconds match, so Death hits the post and it perfectly comes out for Bajrami, and we take the lead 1-0. Van Dabidozi, brilliant. Now, moving into cup competitions. Now, in the Scottish League Cup, he got 2 goals and 1 assist in 3 appearances. So, that's a good return. You know what I mean? 3 goal contributions in 3 games. He scored against Celtic. He also scored in the semi-final against Motherwell. So, in terms of the cups and that, element, he scored some big goals there. So, thank you, Bajrami. Moving into the Scottish Cup, 2 games, 2 assists. Again, not bad return. Then 3 appearances in, 2 appearances in Serie B and 1 appearance in the Italian Cup, which amounted to 1 assist. So, you know, like I say, it's the league that matters to us, and you know, it's not like, oh, this guy stepped up to task in Europa League as well. He got one goal in the Europa League, 1-11, you know, and then three goal contributions in 28 games in the league. Get rid of him. Honestly, if there's any truth in this 2.1 million, don't worry about, oh, we've lost out on a million or whatever. Just get rid of him, man. Get him off the wage bill, and we'll bring somebody in that will do better. Someone will have to do better than these numbers. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. It's latest transfer news. Peace.